All right, here we go. Welcome to the Kinetica set, everybody. Dave Altizer here with my personal channel, talking to you on the Kinetica set. Today is a very special day because 1 year ago today, I quit my job to become a full-time YouTuber. Let me tell you about that. Let me give you a little history lesson on me. I was a magician first. I was a professional illusionist when I was 14 years old, and I started doing magic at that age, and I did that all the way up until I was 19, 20, 21 years old. And around that time, I also started doing video professionally. I was shooting weddings and doing other kind of random freelance video projects. And I decided to quit doing magic to pursue video and film full-time. I got a staff pick on Vimeo, and that was one of the biggest career-changing moments of my entire life. That staff pick opened up a lot of different doors for me. I got the opportunity to potentially direct a commercial for Google. I had no experience. They ended up picking another director who had 30 years of experience on me, which totally makes sense. But in that moment, because Google was considering me to direct something, it just kind of was like an eye-opening moment for me. I was like, wow, I actually am a director. I actually am a filmmaker. Of course, I did weddings and other things to pay the bills, but I was making short films with my friends, making music videos for really talented artists for free or next to nothing. And I was trying to just build my directorial portfolio. And all my colleagues around me were doing the same thing, some of which were working for production agencies and companies here in Nashville. I met with those people. They didn't seem too interested. And I just got so frustrated with that grind of just the Hollywood system. And I'm not complaining about it, because if that were something that I was extremely passionate about, I would be willing to move to LA and spend the next 30 years of my life to build that. I'm not saying that I was just too lazy and didn't want to do it. It was just, it didn't resonate with me. It didn't really click for me. And the main problem for me was always that people were telling me what to do and telling me how to make something. If I had a funny idea, if I had a quirky concept for something, people would shoot it down, and I would never be able to actually fulfill exactly what I wanted to do. And financially, my wife and I were just really struggling, and so I did some freelance work for a company called Ramsey Solutions in the past. And I thought, man, those guys were really awesome. The people that worked there were really amazing to me. I really enjoyed being around them, hanging out with those people. And so I applied for a position at Ramsey Solutions on the video team there, and I got the position. In that time when I was working at Ramsey, because I wasn't having to hustle to make a living like I was earlier with freelance, I was able to sit and kind of think about my career, think about what's going on. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. So I started a YouTube channel. It's this one, the one that you're watching this video on. And I just started making videos. And I remember I was actually in charge of one of the personalities at Ramsey. I was in charge of his YouTube channel. And I had some ideas and they weren't really listening to me, and so I went ahead and did my own thing. The next day I ended up getting on HLN on the news because I made a vlog talking about a current event. And then they started listening to me. It was really funny. So in a weird way, by me having a semi-successful YouTube channel, I was able to have a voice in those meetings, because without that, people are like, well, what do you know? And I met another guy there, Connor. He's one of the YouTube experts at Ramsey. He really poured into me, and I started just creating things. And I found that when I was doing the YouTube stuff, I just felt like I was in my zone. I just loved it. And my time at Ramsey came to an end when I was doing this big event called Entree Leadership Summit. It was the ultimate kind of opportunity for me to show off my skill and my value to the company. The video team made a bunch of videos for this event, biggest event of the entire year. So my boss pulled me in and he asked me, hey Dave, we screwed up. We made a bunch of videos. Dave doesn't like the videos. So can you save our butts and film the event, turn it around and deliver it basically at the event. So basically I would just make kind of like a same day edit or a highlight video of the week. I said, yep, I can do that. That's just like shooting a wedding, no big deal. Let's kill it. And so I went down to Florida. Every single day I filmed different things, edited that. I stayed up for literally 72 hours that whole week. And it was a lot of fun to do that, and it felt so fulfilling because I would send the video out to my boss, John Melton. He would approve of them, of course. He was like, these are great. If he had any little changes, I would make those changes. And then I would show that to Dave Ramsey, the CEO of the company. And he approved them, gave me a thumbs up every morning. You know, if there was something wrong, he would tell me, but there wasn't anything wrong with the videos. And then the very last day, my boss's boss approached me. His name is Luke. And he basically told me, you should have sent me the videos directly so that I could approve them. And I was like, well, nobody told me to do that. And he's like, well, you need to do that in the future. You know, fair enough. But we were literally at a conference that was teaching about micromanaging and why micromanaging is bad and why it literally cripples employees, why it cripples companies. And it seemed really ironic to me that this guy was telling me that he wanted to micromanage me. And I asked him flat out, so you want to micromanage me? And he said, yes, I do. I do want to micromanage you. I then said to his face, no, you're not going to do that. His look when I said that to him was priceless. He was like, you need to do that. And I was like, no, you're not gonna micromanage me. And I was just like, I can't believe this. I literally poured out my entire skill set. I did as much as I possibly can for this company, and yet that wasn't enough. Anyways, I ended up going home, and then the next week, my boss, John, who has since quit because of similar situations, to be honest, he sat me down and he said that he was so nervous. And he said, Dave, I've been freaking out all weekend. I got a call. You either need to quit or you're going to be micromanaged for the next 90 days. And I just laughed. I was like, are you kidding me? Those exact words. Micromanaged for the next 90 days. This seems very planned out and obvious to me that someone told someone to tell you to tell me this. So I was like, oh my gosh, what a relief. What a beautiful gift that you've given me, John. I quit. I am so thrilled to quit this job. The fact that you're even saying the words micromanage to me really proves the corruption of this place, why this place is so toxic to creatives. There's so many amazing, talented people here. There's so many talented, amazing people at that company, and they're just being squandered by poor leadership skills. And before you know it, I got an email from a company in China. The company's name was Kinetica. They saw my YouTube channel and they fell in love with my content. They were like, you have great charismatic personality. We love what you're doing with camera reviews. We want you to be the personality for our channel. We'll pay you full time to do that. And I said, nope, this is not real. There's no way that this is real. And sure enough, they emailed me again because I ignored the first one. And they said, hey, please, if you didn't check out our email, check it out. Turns out it was real. These people offered me a job. And here we are now, a full year later. And I know for a fact that this whole situation could come crashing beneath me at any moment. But I learned by working at a corporate place and by being in a non-creative environment that was basically manipulated in a way for me to believe that it was a creative environment, but truly was not. They didn't value the mindset of the creatives. It was still, at the end of the day, a top-down leadership model. People who are stuck in the past, who are running things just in a really negative way. Why do you think most corporations hire contracted video people or contracted creatives? I wish them well. But again, I keep hearing stories about people leaving that place and being excited about being out. And it's really ironic because it's a place that teaches the values of business leadership and being a good leader. And those teachings have definitely helped lots of people, but the people who work there, I feel like they need a dose of their own medicine. I feel like they need to reevaluate the company. But I think what I really learned from working there was that I am just not wired for that. And that's okay. Like, it's not bad. I thought something was wrong with me, but after I had that experience, and now that I have full creative control and am leading something as a leader, I'm seeing that that's just my natural thing. Like, I just feel better doing that. And I'm grateful for the opportunity that I had to learn that in a really short amount of time. I was only there for 10 months, so it wasn't like I wasted 10 years of my life. I only wasted 10 months. Anyways, today is my 1-year anniversary of quitting my real job, and I am so grateful for where I am now and for where the future and for what's to come in the future. So if you guys want me to make more stuff on this channel, let me know below. Yeah, I've kind of abandoned this channel a little bit, and I'm sorry for that, but it's just because I haven't had the time. I've been building stuff on Kinetica. So subscribe to me on Kinetica. Look at all our video reviews. We're reviewing the M50 right now. Again, I'm shooting this on the M50. I think it looks pretty amazing. I've got my wired, it's my wired lavalier mic. It's plugged into the camera. That way I don't need wireless. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Dave Altizer. See you guys next time.